a long time coming. Again, these things are kind of inconsequential, but that's what rants are for. I just want to get it out. You know what I hate? You know what I've always hated? Crumb. Ever since I started doing this, the actually commenters. The actually people. You know who these are. The know-it-alls, the ones who have supposedly read all the comics, the ones that feel the need to point out everything that is not completely canon or everything that's like not completely to their liking in one of my fucking videos. And especially after I go through so much labor to make sure that the essential parts of my skits are as canon as possible. Even if I know something like the back of my hand, like the MCU or My Hero Academia, I will go and watch an episode again, or I will re-watch a scene from a movie just to make sure that I have the essentials right, you know? But of course, it's up to artistic interpretation because none of my shit is actually canon because they're parodies and they're skits. But they're still, and I've been dealing with this since I started this, but they still come out like, let's see, like the very first one I think that really got under my skin was when I was doing the series about Tony Stark's funeral. And I had the one with Captain America, and he was going off because he's upset. He was like, I didn't know that Tony could have a gauntlet in his suit. I didn't know that was a thing he could do because he doesn't tell me shit. He doesn't tell any of us shit. No one tells me shit. I'm the leader, and I'm upset about it. And, of course, it did well. But so many fuckboy fanboys, that's my favorite word now, fuckboy fanboys, were like, actually, Tony's suit is made of nanotechnology, and so he can technically make anything. Like, come on, are you stupid? Like, technically, this, and that. I'm like, shut the fuck up, bro. Like, no one fucking cares. Like, literally no one cares about you being right about this. And also, if we want to get technical, Steve fucking Rogers doesn't know goddamn nanotechnology. This nigga's from 1940 something. He don't know nanotechnology, so it still makes sense. He would probably still phrase it that way because he does not know what nanotechnology is. I don't care how long he's been hanging out with Tony and the Avengers. He doesn't fucking know what that means. Shut the fuck up. And the most recent ones that I've been doing that are like, I've been having Steve Rogers answer the phone as, hello, this is Stephen Jamal Rogers, which is obviously a play on how the black community somehow adopted Chris Evans, and we started naming him Chris Jamal Evans, and it's fucking hilarious. And so I just transfer that over to his character, Stephen Jamal Rogers. And of course, the majority of people get it, but there's still a bunch of fuckboy fanboys that are like, Grant. His middle name is Grant. Someone has never read a comic. Nigga, I don't give a fuck what his real fucking middle name is. I'm a comedian. I make jokes. I don't care what his middle name is. Also, are you familiar with my work? Are you familiar with my entire brand and how I've made a name for myself? Do you think I'm the kind of bitch that doesn't know what Steve Rogers' real fucking middle name is? The hell? You think I don't know that his real name is Grant? You don't think I know that Tony's middle name is Edward? The fuck? Get the fuck out of here with your mansplaining ass. Nobody gives a fuck. The nitpickiness is just so fucking petty. So fucking petty. Down to the way I caption things in my videos. I swear to God. Like, I'll be doing My Hero Academia videos, and if I'm doing one skit with Deku's mom, I'll be like Mrs. Midoriya, and niggas will be like, actually, it's Inka Midoriya. Nobody knows that shit! If you don't read the manga, you don't know her fucking first name, and so if I caption Inka Midoriya, a whole bunch of people are gonna be like, who the fuck is Inko? Because a lot of people, like myself, don't read the manga. The only reason I know her fucking first name is because niggas can't shut the fuck up about it whenever I caption it Mrs. Midoriya. I'm like, no, well, I know what the fuck I'm doing. The hell? Get the hell out of here. Get the hell out of here. Or they were mad because I captioned a skit with, you know, the dead Avengers from Endgame. I had Tony Stark and I had Natasha Romanoff, but I captioned her Black Widow and I captioned Tony Stark as Tony Stark. Why? Because a lot of people don't know Natasha's full fucking name. Okay? And since I'm trying to get reach, I'm like, well, they will know what Black Widow is. It will take them a little bit to be like, Natasha, who is Natasha? I know, it's a very small thing, and yes, you should fucking know her name, but people know her more as Black Widow. That's kind of common. And so I'm like, that's gonna click faster, so I'm going to caption it Black Widow. Like, her name is Natasha Romanoff. You don't think I know what her fucking name is? You don't think I know? Me, the bitch who can't stop watching Endgame every week or every other week. You think I don't know Black Widow's real name? Get the fuck out of my process. Shut up. No one cares how much you know. The fucking actually commenters. Actually this. Well then actually, why don't you actually do a skit on your own, on your account, and you do it absolutely perfectly, and you get tens and thousands of views. How about you do that? You do that. Since you know better, since you know so much better, why don't you go and do it better? Just, yeah, go on and do that. Go on and do that. Or like when I did that one video about Hawkeye being the most mentally stable one in the Avengers. They're like, actually, in the comics, Hawkeye went fucking crazy. Well, we're not talking about the comics, are we, nigga? We're talking about the MCU. We're talking about the MCU that everybody in the world has watched. Basically, everyone in the world has watched. I'm not going into super niche, super specific comic book details, because if I did, I wouldn't have a following of almost 1 million followers, because nobody would understand it, and then I would be sitting here 100% right with no fucking views and no following. So if you think that you know better, why don't you go and do that? Why don't you go include all of your abstract comic book details and see if you can get the same results? And maybe you will. Maybe you will, and you'll prove me wrong. But I bet you won't make the fucking effort. I bet you fucking won't. Leave me alone. Holy shit. Holy fucking shit. Like I said, from the early days. From the early days, it's happened. Like, actually this, actually that. I'm like, and you think that it would stop by now because it's been like over a year. I'm like, because it's like you probably know what I'm known for. You know that I know these things, but no. Still they come. The actualies, the actually commenters, the actually this. And it's not for the and there's a difference between the comments that are like for the purpose of sharing like gee whiz information. They're like, oh, but did you know like this and that? That's different. Like I said, like that's different. I'm talking about the ones where you can tell that tonally you just came here to try and learn me something, like I'm stupid or some shit, and it's just so annoying. Like, nobody cares, okay? Nobody fucking cares. If you're here to give gee whizzes and stuff, of course, I'm not here to fucking trash talk you or anything. But the mansplaining shit, I'm just like, give it a rest. Give it a rest. Like, if you can do it better, do it better. Go on. Do it better. Redo my skit. Go on, redo my skit. People do it anyway. People redo my skits anyway, thinking that I won't notice, or people within the same niche that we operate won't fucking notice and it won't get back to me. They copy my shit anyway. Why not just redo my skit with all the details that you think should be in there, huh? Do it. Otherwise, shut the fuck up.